shit, I hit the snooze. I thought reality was real, I'm really confused.
This is about God. Alright. You've been taught this by who? You know? By the church, right? Okay. Is this in the Bible? So then how do we accept it as God? Nobody saw God? So when they hang up Christ on the cross, everybody's blindfolded? Good question, huh? So if they hang up Christ on a cross, that means somebody saw him, right? And he had followers, right? That means people was by him, with him, and saw him, right? So is it at his record? Is he being described here in this book? Do you all know? You know if he's being described in this book? How is he described?
All I know is he's from heaven and
right.
He's a male, so I don't know if it's like...
He is a male, but what is his appearance?
Oh, no.
You don't know? Let me show you. Stop. Let me show you something right now. This is the book of Revelation. It's the last book in the Bible, right? It's going to give you a description of Christ. Read verse 1.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The word revelations means to reveal or to show, right? So the showing of Jesus Christ. Read on.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass.
So God gave these words for it to be shown, right? Check this out, verse 11, verse 12.
Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
So John the Revelator heard a voice and he turned to see the voice, where the voice is coming from. It's like if I was turning this way and I heard your voice there, I would turn to see, well, where the voice is coming from. So he turned and he saw 7 candlesticks, which is called, what we call a menorah today. To 7, right? And in the midst of it, meaning in between it, read.
And in the midst of the candlestick, one like unto the Son of Man.
Jesus Christ is called the Son of Man. Agree? Well, you're familiar with that, right? Right. So one like unto the Son of Man. So this person looking like the Son of Man. Read on.
Girded with a garment down to the foot.
And he had a long garment down to the foot like this brother here. Read on.
And girded about the pump with a golden girdle.
And he had a golden belt on. This now. Ella, stop right there. As well, Ella, stop right there. Just now. Read.
His head and his ears were white like wool.
Right. That's right. Hey, wait, Ella. His hair, what color is it? What texture is it?
Why me? Oh,
Does it have the looks? His hair has the texture of wool. It is white and woolly. White and woolly, right? Read on.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Just quickly. As white as snow, so it's whiter than that. Read on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were red, right? Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right.
So I can see your 2 feet, right? Is the complexion of your feet the same complexion as the rest of your body? You sure? Check it. The complexion of your feet is the same complexion of the rest of your body, right? What color is brass? Huh? Brass. Brass, think about it. Alright, a bronze medal is what color? A 5 cent is what color? All those are brass. Take that, burn it in a furnace, what color does it come out? Black, right? So if his skin is looking at the color of a burnt brown 5 cent, what is the color of his, and his hair is woolly, what ethnicity or race of man is that describing? What race of people on the face of this earth has woolly textured hair? You know what wool looks like? See the lady behind you there? Wool looks like that. So wool looks like that. The hair that naturally grows from your head looks like that.
Bring it on!
Once that covered up or pulled, right? Now, if hair is of wool and his feet is and his skin complexion is dark brown, what ethnicity of man or race of man is that describing? Who has dark skin and woolly hair? or so-called nappy hair, kinky hair. What race of people has so-called kinky hair? Don't know? So-called black people.
That's right. That's right.
That's the description of Jesus Christ. You have kinky hair and your skin is dark. Most likely close to what Christ would have looked like. Jesus Christ would have looked like you, but in a male version.
That's right.
Jesus Christ would have looked like you, just darker and a male version with woolly hair. Your image, your likeness is out of Jesus Christ. How is that possible? Because you descend from the same people that Jesus Christ descend from. Israel, Jerusalem, is Northeast Africa. What race of people live in Africa, on the continent? So-called black people, right? Your image and light is like that of Jesus Christ, because you descend from the same people. You two are Israelites according to the Bible. And because of that, you all have a specific duty to live after God, but how He said to do it. You have to keep God's commandments. What does it mean to love God? Do you all know? To obey what? Yeah, you're correct, but to obey what specifically? His commandments, right? Alright, what are some of His commandments that you are aware of? That's good, that's one, number 5. Right, that's number 6. Number 7. Sorry. Right, that's you know, that's not. 4, number 4 as well. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So what day is the Sabbath day? So what it is? So where is supposed to do the Sabbath day then? How? Okay, good. That's one. Next week. That's one thing. You have a few other things. What does it have? You have it for me? Check this out. Well, you didn't know, but don't do it again. Read.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals.
Ware or victuals talking about merchandise or products, right? So if the people of the land bring any merchandise or products, read.
On the Sabbath day.
On what day?
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them.
So what else are not supposed to do on the Sabbath day? Buy or sell merchandise. Like KFC? Like KFC. So, you need to keep the commandments. Not only that, do you all wear pants? Do you all wear pants? Do you know that pants is cross-dressing according to God? Pants is an abomination. Women wearing pants and men wearing dresses is an abomination. The same with homosexuality is an abomination.
That's right.
So a woman in pants or a man in dress is no different than a homosexual according to the laws of God.
That's right.
And there's a judgment for that. People think that because of the clothes that they wear, that God doesn't place a judgment on that, but they're wrong. Give me Zephaniah 1 and 8. There is an order. God gave us a culture. According to this Bible, you might not believe it right now. You might not understand it right now. But this Bible has your people's ancestry history inside of here. David, Joshua, Esther, Moses, all of these people that you read about, they looked like you. You descend from those people. That's your history inside there. Those are not the white people that you see on TV. What they put on TV is a lie to keep you at a low estate. If you don't know who you are, you won't live up to your full potential. You understand? For example, if you think that you're royalty, why would you dress yourself like a prostitute? Have you ever seen royalty walk around look like a prostitute? Think about it. Think of any queen or any princess that you could put in your mind. Whichever one of them was walking around look like a prostitute? Which one of them was letting any and every fella come up inside of them? Which one? When you watch any princess story, any queen, which one do you see princesses or any piece of royal female have any kind of fella coming around them and going up inside them without any kind of form of marriage being put forward? If you knew who you were, you would act out your full potential. If you don't know who you are subject to any kind of treatment. You are vulnerable. You're open faith. But hear this, read.
The book of Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
This will happen. Read.
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
The day of the Lord's sacrifice is when Christ and the Messiah are coming back to kill the sinners of this world, of his people, for sin, for breaking his commandments. Read.
That I will punish the prince and the king's children and all such that are clothed.
That are what?
That are clothed.
All such that are clothed with what?
with strange apparel.
With strange apparel. Do you know what God considers strange apparel? God says that a man shall not wear what a woman wear, and a woman shall not wear what a man's wear. What a man's wear is pants. What a woman wear is skirts and dresses. We can show that to you. Exodus chapter 28 and verse 20, 42. Two more scriptures and then that's it. 28 and verse 42. Let me show you pants in the Bible. You're blocking the people, sir. Let me show you pants in the Bible. Because a lot of people think, well, back then in biblical times, they did not wear pants. Well, let's see if that's the case. Read.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 28 and verse 42. And thou shalt put them linen breeches to cover their nakedness.
Linen breeches is what? Anybody know what breeches is? Breeches is pants or trousers. So breeches were given to who?
And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness from the loins even unto the thigh. They shall reach, and they shall be put upon Aaron and upon his sons.
Aaron and his sons. Aaron had sons and daughters, but it was commanded that it be put unto him and his sons, showing that pants was given to men and it was only for men. Now again, when you think about any royal people or any royal queen, princess, whatever, you don't see them dressing out of order. Majority of time they're wearing skirts and dresses. When you get married, what is the mode of dress code that you wear? No, when you get married, because you would like to get married one day eventually, no? Well, right, when you look to get married, what are you going to wear? What is the norm or that the woman's supposed to wear when they get married? You agree? Have you ever seen a woman with a wedding pantsuit yet? Next, when you go to school, from primary school to secondary school, what is your uniform to wear? Exactly. When you look at the police officers that patrol here, what is the uniform between the male and the female? Skirts. Exactly. Why is it like that? Because it was always understood that dresses and skirts were made for females and pants was made for men. The only time women started to wear pants was during the late 50s when the women feminist movement came about. And what that was basically a bunch of lesbians, white lesbians basically, saying that they're men and them oppressing them. But we have never oppressed one another. We have been oppressed together.
That's right.
We went through the same whips you all went through. We going through the same hardships in life you're going through. What has happened with us now? We are suffering the curses where we start to hate one another.
Bring it out.
We don't know what love is. Do you know what love is? Let's show you what love is. 2 John, this is one of the two scriptures that I give you. 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6. Let me show you what love is. Is love a noun? Is it an emotion? Or is it an action? It's an action for you. What is love? You don't know. That's a good answer. Many of us don't know. We didn't know at one point in time. So let's see what God defines as love. Read. You said as an action. Read.
This is the book of 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandments that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
Now that sounds kind of confusing. And this is love, that we should walk after his commandments. Romans chapter 13 and verse 8. What does that mean? Love is walking after God's commandments. She says an action. She's correct. Love is a series of actions. It's not one action. It's a series of actions.
That's right.
It's not defined by this one thing. Love is not sex alone. Love is not patting you on the back. Love is not even a hug. Somebody can hate you and love you and hug you. That doesn't mean they love you. Love is a series of actions that is put in a constant state. Let me show you what it means. Read.
The book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 8. Owe no man anything.
The word of God says don't owe anybody anything. If you have something for somebody, give it back to them. But what you should have for somebody is this. Read.
But to love one another.
So now he's going to explain what it means to love one another. Read.
For he that loveth another had fulfilled the law.
To love another is to fulfill the laws of God. Let me break it down some more. Read.
For this,
Because of this,
thou shalt not commit adultery.
Stop. If I love you, or if she loves you, would she commit adultery with you and your husband? If you love her, would you commit adultery to her husband? Exactly. You understand? That is the action behind love. Read.
Thou shalt not kill.
If you love her, would you try to murder her? If you love her, would you try to murder her? If I love you, would I try to murder any one of you? Exactly. Read on.
Thou shalt not steal.
Would I try to take your possessions? Read on.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Would I lie on you to give you a bad name or to put you in trouble? These are the actions of love. And you know what's the same thing? You know what's similar about all of these things that we just called it? What are all those things that we just now mentioned there? Those are the commandments. That's what it means. It says to love is to walk in the commandments. To do the commandments of one another is love. Part of the commandments is correcting one another. So when I tell you, sisters, don't wear pants, don't have yourself being hoarded out by these men and them out here, get married. Like I said, if you only knew who you were, you would not let certain things go by and you wouldn't live a certain way. But you don't understand. You don't understand. You can't perceive it in your mind just yet that Jesus Christ looks like the same complexion that all of you will have right now. The same hair texture you have, the same hair texture God has. God has a spiritual body and you have the image of that spiritual body.
That's right.
You have a flyer? So because you know that now, here it is, warning. This is your final warning. James chapter 4 verse 17. You have a warning. Somebody give this a flyer, please. Both of them. So here's your warning. You have to keep the commandments. That is love. To love God is to keep the commandments. If you do not keep the commandments, the wages of sin is what? What's the wages of sin? What's the judgment for? You all know the judgment for sin? You know what sin is? You see? The lady answered, oh praise, let the most I speak to the hidden ladies now. Yeah. The wage of sin is death. But what is sin? You don't know. You don't know. You need to understand that because all it might be in sin or you don't even know. All it in sin or you don't even know. Let me show you so you can get all the stuff out of it. So, sin, read.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin,
read.
Transgress
means to break.
Also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is the breaking of God's laws. God's law says, remember the Sabbath day, don't buy, don't sell, don't work. If you break that, you're in sin. God's law says that a man should not wear a dress, a woman should not wear pants. If you break that, you're in sin. God's law says don't commit adultery, fornication. You break it, you're in sin, and the wages of it is death. If you break God's commandments, you are asking for death. And I'm not talking about the type of death where you go in the ground. No. There's a death where you no longer exist. Because when you go in the ground, your body dies, not your spirit. Your spirit goes back up to the Father. But should you commit sin, you are totally destroyed. You're no longer going to exist. You no longer have hope to even get the kingdom anymore. Do not commit sin. Get yourself out of it. It's not overnight, but you have to learn first and then work your way out of it step by step. You start with the easy ones. Pants, Sabbath day, dress code, covering the hair when you're praying, these different things, easy ones. When you master them, you go up to the harder ones. You understand? You have to go. You sure? Well, this before you go, that's not the last scripture. This one was. Because I didn't understand what sin was, I had to get that. Sorry. This is the last one. Read.
This is the book of James chapter 4 and verse 17. Therefore to him that knoweth to do good.
Now you know the keeping of the commandments is love to one another and the love of God. Now that you know that, read.
And doeth it not.
And you choose now knowingly and willingly not to follow that, not to follow through with that. Then what is this to you? Read.
To him it is sin.
Both of you, that is sin. You no longer have an excuse when you stand before God on judgment day or any type of judgment and say you did not know and you need another chance. This was your chance. Do not make it a laugh. You are not sure if you're going to make it home tomorrow or see us again. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.